What on earth is this? I know that's what you're thinking right now. Listen, this looks like we just got into the special effects department at some place in Hollywood, which, I mean, I don't know, they probably do have this. This thing has been lighting me up. Can we look at these spikes really quick? I'm not trying to become like a super tough guy, but this thing's got me a couple times and it hurts bad. Folks, let's just get the truth out in the open. This is a horseshoe crab, okay? And I know what you're thinking. Is this a crab? That's a pretty good question to ask. It's almost like you looked it up, because it's not a crab, it's an arthropod. It's actually closer related to like a scorpion or a spider. Look at all those legs. Also, let me just point this out really quick. See if you can see this on the camera. There is legs, and then there's legs inside the legs. Is that showing up in focus? That is disgusting. No offense, dude. He's like, bro, like I didn't mean to do that. I'm not saying it's his fault. These things are hundreds of millions of years old. Look at these things in here. I'm trying to almost open them up a little bit. Trying to get you open, girl. Look at this. What is happening right now? That is like out of a freaking horror movie. Look at all these legs. And let's give them a little drink right here. They are pretty hardy. And this is the tail. It's called a telson, folks. If you want to show up to a hermit or a horseshoe crab convention and sound like you know what you're talking about, they call it a telson. This is what we like to call the exit hole in scientific terms. And what is it eating? Detritus is what I would say. It's not really gonna walk them down, as they say up in Chirac. They're not really gonna walk anything down. They're really gonna just, also look at this. This is gross. Like I feel gross inside right now. But honestly, nothing's really bad happening to me. So like how I'm kind of being a little bit prejudiced against him, because nothing is too horrible happening right now. He's kind of just walking. Pretty harmless. So it's gross. I mean, it feels weird, and it's not something that you'd want to do like on a relaxing Sunday afternoon watching golf, like on the couch hungover. I wouldn't really want that crawling on me, but it's really not as bad as it looks. Like this is kind of like, they call it the cheerleader effect. If you see a group of like 30 girls, you're gonna think they're all hotter. If you start looking at each one individually, it like the group, I just read that on the internet. It's like on a post the other day. That's what I would say. These legs are giving you that. It's a lot of scariness, but each one individually, they're really not that bad. So yeah, he's pinching me, not much is happening. Like there's not a lot of bad things going on with this. And let me tell you something really interesting about this thing. You might say, wow, that doesn't look like it has the most valuable blood in the entire world, but it does. So that would be a weird thing to point out about it. You'd be so wrong. This thing, we're gonna put it up, the graphic, because in this moment while all these legs are going every which way, it's kind of escaped my mind. But it is like this much money per ounce. Now, are we gonna drain his blood like Voldemort or like Tom Brady did to all those young quarterbacks to keep playing till he was 45? No. This one's gonna go right back in the ocean. But if we did drain his blood and drain about, the problem is you need a lot of horseshoe crabs to do it. You'd be rich. You would be like very rich. So we're gonna look at his eyes. Let me tell you something about this. This is not a very scientific thing, but I know his eyes aren't that good, because every single time I see these things, they're walking directly into like a rock or a pole or some sort of thing. They got eyes almost just for the hype, like almost just for like to flex. They don't really use them that much. They're pretty freaking blind in my experience. But you know what's funny? They actually walk way faster than you would expect. It's a beautiful animal, honestly, and this big shell is just one big bone like this. So if you've ever seen one, cover his ears, if you've ever seen one dead, the shell, like it almost looks like it's alive. It's hard to tell. It's also a very good design, because look at this thing. It's like a tank. Oh, he just cut me with that tail. Very sharp here, very sharp here. As you could see, look at this armor on this thing. It's literally like a tank. Got the spikes. These are very sharp. If you hit your hand on that, it would hurt really bad. I don't know why you'd hit your hand on it. So that was kind of a crazy scenario that I just made up. But look at this. Very strong. He's got all this armor like a cactus. You know when Travis Scott says, "Stroke my cactus"? That was kind of weird. Why did he say that? And we're gonna let her go, or him. I honestly don't know which one this is, and I'm not gonna judge it. I'm gonna treat it the same either way. All right? This thing's almost cut me like a bunch of times. So we're gonna watch it. This is called It's like MTV Cribs. You've seen the legs, you've seen the shell, and now you got to get out. So let's see it go. It's actually a little more. Oh, maybe give it a little. There you go. Now watch this. It's about to bop away. Oh my God. Built for the seafloor, not for swimming, to be honest. Look at that. Zooming. Scooming. It might scoom some detritus after this. And also, I've seen raccoons will go try to eat those things. Why you'd want to eat that is beyond me, but people eat a lot of weird stuff. So shout out to the raccoons, shout out to the trash pandas. That's a horseshoe crab, folks.